The Pythagorean theorem is a fundamental principle in mathematics that describes the relationship between the lengths of the sides of a right-angled triangle. It states that in any right-angled triangle, the square of the length of the hypotenuse, the side opposite the right angle, is equal to the sum of the squares of the lengths of the other two sides. Mathematically, it is often written as a squared plus b squared equals c squared, where c is the hypotenuse and a and b are the other two sides. To illustrate, imagine a right-angled triangle where the lengths of the two shorter sides are 3 units and 4 units. Applying the Pythagorean theorem, we calculate the hypotenuse as the square root of 3 squared plus 4 squared, which equals 5 units. Beyond its mathematical elegance, the Pythagorean theorem has numerous practical applications. One common example is in the field of construction. Builders often use this theorem to ensure that corners are square when erecting structures by measuring out 3 units on one side, 4 units on the other side, and ensuring the diagonal between these points measures exactly 5 units. This method is colloquially known as the 3-4-5 rule. In navigation, the Pythagorean theorem assists in determining the shortest path between 2 points. For instance, if a ship needs to travel from one point to a point directly northeast, knowing the distance north and the distance east can provide the most direct route. Similarly, in the field of physics, the theorem helps in understanding vector components and resultant forces. Scientists and engineers frequently break down forces into perpendicular components and use the Pythagorean theorem to calculate the resultant force. Visual aids are particularly effective in demonstrating the Pythagorean theorem. Consider a grid of squares. Drawing a right-angled triangle within this grid and constructing squares on each of its sides will visibly show that the area of the largest square is equal to the sum of the areas of the other two squares. This visual proof reinforces the concept in a straightforward manner.